Hello Patriots, welcome back to Survival Defense Tactics, helping you take care of yourself so others won't have to. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe on the YouTube channel if you like the videos, and of course you can always find my podcast Survival Defense Tactics at Anchor.fm. It's on Spotify and about a dozen other platforms. I want to make a quick video today. I want to show you how to make homemade laundry soap. Now before you turn the video off, just wait. I've done a little math, done a little homework, and I want you guys to understand that making your own homemade laundry soap is not near as intensive as you think. The price difference is where the importance of this video comes in. At the date of this video, which today is going to be October 13th, 2022, I looked everything up online and got today's prices. So inflation, whatever, 6 months from now I can't do anything about it. I can't do anything about it today, but these are today's prices. Let's pretend for a minute that your favorite laundry soap is Tide, more specifically the liquid version of Tide. If you were to take enough liquid Tide to fill a 5-gallon bucket, it would cost you basically $59.98 to fill a 5-gallon bucket full of Tide laundry soap. Now I say that the prices I checked was a 208-ounce container for $23.99, and then but when you figure in that's almost 2 gallons, do the math, it comes out to about right at $60 for a 5-gallon bucket of laundry soap. The way I'm going to show you to make laundry soap today, your initial investment is $27.35, depending upon where you live, tax, and if you decide to Amazon everything so that way you don't have to get out and buy it in the store and you have it shipped to you, obviously it's going to be more expensive than that. But if you drive to Walmart and Lowe's, and everybody knows how much I hate Walmart, but if you drive to Walmart and Lowe's and pick up your supplies, you need $27.35 plus tax to pull this off. First thing you're going to need is a 5-gallon bucket. Now, I've got one sitting right over here, you'll see it in a minute. Then you go to Lowe's and buy something called a Gamma-Seal lid. It's nothing more than a lid that you hammer on a ring around the 5-gallon bucket, and then it's got a screw on top. I like this way better than the pull-off type, and the only reason being is sometimes those pull-off lids are a pain in the ass to get off, whereas if you have a screw-on lid, it's not so rough. And if you're like me, getting up there in your years, or your wife is teeny tiny, doesn't have much arm strength to her for medical reasons, then trying to rip a lid off a bucket every time you want to refill your normal laundry soap container, well, it gets to be a pain in the ass. Pardon my language. So you need a 5-gallon bucket, you need a Gamma-Seal lid. After that, you need to pick one or two, if not both, different types of soap. The soap I'm going with today, I got at Walmart, $1.62. It's called Zote soap. And you can find it where you find like laundry detergent and everything else. At our Walmart, it's usually on the bottom shelf, but Zote soap, it's 14.1 ounces. You need one of these. Or you need a Fels Naphtha bar. Now it is 5 ounce. And no, you don't have to use 3 of these. You can use one of these or a Zote soap. What you're going to want to do is take a crock pot, put a gallon of water in it, like I've got done right here. There's the crock pot, it's got a gallon of water in it, and I put the Zote soap in it this morning. It does take a while to melt down, that's fine. This is not a labor intensive video. In fact, while the water's melting the bar down, you can be doing plenty of other things. You don't have to sit there and watch it, it's in a crock pot. So get the water going. I put mine on high to melt it as fast as I can, and it still takes several hours. So don't plan on sitting there and watching the soap melt unless you're absolutely that bored. When you get that in there, there's 2 other things you're going to need. You can use pure baking soda. You need a cup of this. You're going to need a cup of borax. 20 Mule Team Borax. 1 cup of each. Once you get this done, and I've already pre-measured it just to save a little bit of time, believe it or not, 1 cup is basically a drinking glass. Pour them into your 5-gallon bucket. Let's see. There it is. Once you get those in your bucket, your crock pot's going to be really, really hot. So oven mitts, or do like I'm doing, use leather gloves, whatever it is to keep you from burning your hands. Dump that 1 gallon of melted soap and water in this 5-gallon bucket. You can use all kinds of things to stir this bucket up. Paint stir, a wooden stick, whatever, it doesn't really matter. All you're doing is making sure to dissolve the borax in the washing soda. Arm & Hammer also makes a very good detergent booster in a powder form. And you can use it as opposed to the baking soda. Once you get this in there, and I need to stress, I'm doing this in my shop so I can control the amount of laughing and giggling and TV noise. It's hard to make a video when your grandkids are going crazy. So I'm doing this in my shop. I do have water in my shop. I do not have hot water in my shop. That's why you're going to see this thing sitting on a turkey fryer. It's the other 4 gallons of water I need, and I only heated it out here for the convenience of being able to keep everything quiet. You do not need to boil 4 gallons of water. In fact, as hot as your bathtub water is, no cold, just hot, is plenty hot enough to finish this off. Let me see if I can re-aim this camera and get the rest of this done. And then we're going to talk about price per gallon. And of course I spilled some water on the floor, no big deal. There it is. It is truly that simple and that easy to make homemade laundry soap. The only thing that you could do at this point if you wanted to is you could take an essential oil, lavender, rosemary, whatever, and change the smell of that soap. Right now it smells exactly like soap, but you could add a essential oil to it, and if you do, it's between 15 and 20 drops. Obviously the more oil you put in it, the stronger the smell gets. Well, us being at the beginning of hunting season, I don't add anything to that soap for smell. I still wash my clothes in it and do a pretty good job hunting as far as the deer not being able to smell me. Whatever you do, do not screw that lid on until that is completely cooled off. If you screw it on now, and then tomorrow morning you need to get in there, you're going to hate life. The heat will seal the bucket and you will nearly have to beat that lid off with a hammer. So let it cool off completely. You can set the lid on it to keep dust and whatever out of it. Don't screw it on. So borax, as of today, for a 65-ounce box is $6. The washing soda was $5. The Fells Naphtha soap, the little bar, is $1.99. The Zote soap was $1.62. 5-gallon bucket from Lowe's is $5, and the Gamma Seal lid is $7.58. More or less, call it 28 bucks. The cool thing about it is after you spend that 28 bucks, you only do that one time. After that, your borax, 65-ounce box of borax, makes 8.3 5-gallon buckets. So you don't have to buy a new box of borax every time you do this. It'll last for 8 5-gallon buckets. The washing soda was 55 ounces. That's 7 5-gallon buckets worth. The only thing that you have to redo or buy new every time is either the Fels Naphtha soap or the Zote soap. And if you're like me, you're going to stock up on that stuff anyways. And 5 gallons of water. Just about everybody watching this video, I can promise you, has a way to get 5 gallons of water. If you don't, I'm sorry for you. You've got bigger fish to fry than clean laundry. This is the craziest part of all. I did the math when I broke it down to how many loads you could get out of each bucket, or out of each box, I'm sorry, out of each box of the borax and the washing soda and so forth. If you take the value of each cup of borax and each cup of washing soda, add that to a Fels Naphtha bar. I did my math on a $1.99 bar of soap. The next time you have to fill this bucket up, it's going to cost you $3.46 at today's price. $3.46 for 5 gallons of laundry soap. That's 640 ounces. And then if you break it down again, it's 69 cents a gallon. I can promise you there's probably nowhere on this planet you can go into a store and buy a gallon of laundry soap for 69 cents. It's just not going to happen. There are benefits to making your own soap. Obviously, is the price. Back to comparing to Tide. My laundry soap that I just made, $3.46. If I filled that up with Tide equivalent, $59.98. Call it 60 bucks. So $3.46, call it $3.50, just to round it up, $3.50 compared to $60. Same amount of soap, same amount of cleaning, not all that garbage you don't need in your laundry detergent anyways. I don't know about people with allergies, if you're going to be allergic to the Fels Naphtha or anything else. I won't have any way of telling you that this is completely, not going to break you out. I don't know. You would have to try it and see. Maybe you're fortunate enough you have a friend that makes your own soap this way. You could try a load of laundry with some of their soap. Give it a try. If it turns out that you're not going to break out from it, I would suggest making this soap yourself. I don't know of anybody that has had an allergic reaction to this soap. Like I say, by making my own soap, I have removed a bunch of garbage chemicals that they add to commercial laundry soap. By not having to have all that extra junk in your laundry soap, the likelihood of having an allergic reaction to it is very slim. I'm not a doctor. I'm not in any way trying to tell you that this soap is going to save your life. It's going to save your money. Give it a try, see what you think. If you like saving money and I love saving money, just remember the math on this one video. $60 of commercial soap or $3.50 of homemade soap. And the only time I'm truly out is when I put water in that crock pot, cut up that bar as best I can. The smaller the pieces, the faster it melts. If you don't care about time, throw the bar in there and let it take all day. I mean, that's entirely up to you. I have probably, hands-on this particular batch of soap, I probably have 6 minutes of time invested in it. And it's 5 gallons, and between me and my wife and our 2 grandkids, that 5-gallon bucket of laundry soap lasts months. I do this one little project right here, maybe 3 times a year. Seriously, that's phenomenal. And I'm not spending tons of money to do it. I'm not out tons of time to do it. I'm not out anything. It's not even an inconvenience. I enjoy making this soap because, well, ultimately that, excuse me, the extra $56.50 that I didn't spend at the store, it's $56.50 I can spend on something else. Medicine for the wife and kids, more food for the pantry, whatever it turns out to be. Saving money is saving money. If you're watching this video and you're a millionaire and you don't understand the concept of saving money, I don't know what to tell you. But my entire YouTube video and the podcast and everything was designed around people on a budget, not people that had money coming out their wazoo. So the biggest reason why I do the YouTube videos and the podcast is budget oriented. And this video obviously proves it. Laundry soap, homemade laundry soap is just one aspect of saving money. You may actually enjoy the way this cleans your clothes better than the commercial stuff. And I've noticed that the Fels Naphtha soap is really, really, really good on stains. Yet again, I'm not endorsing saying that it beats Tide or Arm & Hammer or Ajax or whoever. I'm not saying that. I'm saying for our family, it works great. And we're going to continue to use it this way. We're going to continue to make it this way. The only thing I didn't do on the video, and I'm going to highlight on this again, if you want to change the smell of that soap, just your favorite essential oil, whatever it is, whatever smell that is, put in between 15 and 20 drops and stir it in as you go. And, or I should say, after you're done adding everything else to it, the last thing you want to do is add the essential oil, stir it up. Yet again, don't put the lid on it. Leave the lid off. You can set it on there, don't screw it on there. And then tomorrow morning when this bucket has completely cooled off, you can finish screwing the lid on. I'll carry it back in the house tomorrow. It's in the world of prepping and surviving, that really implies a lot to your pocketbook too. It's not just your ability to start a fire, patch a roof, fix your car. There's so many aspects of survival and prepping, and saving money should be paramount on everybody's list. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care if you have more money than you know what to do with. Doesn't mean you need to go blow it. You can save it. You can spend saved money on more important things. And not spending $60 for a 5-gallon bucket of soap at the store, that frees up funds for me to put it where it really needs to be put. Like food, toilet paper, toothpaste, shampoo. I haven't figured out how to make homemade shampoo yet. I probably will. But the wife and I have been doing this homemade laundry soap now for around 8 years. We will not buy commercial soap ever again. That's just us. That's the way we are. So do the math. Google search all this stuff. I hope you wrote everything down. If you didn't, please grab a pen and paper. I'll give you the list again. Do your own math. Go to your own store. If you are in any way not able to travel, maybe you have a impairment, a disability, whatever it is, maybe you don't have a Walmart anywhere near you. You can always Amazon this stuff. Of course, prices will probably be a little different, and there's going to be shipping on top of it. But if you have the desire to make your own homemade laundry soap the way I just showed you, there's a way to do it. It's not at all illegal. None of these components are explosive. It's absolutely just homemade soap. So here's what you're going to need. I'm going to tell you this one more time. Just assume that you've already got the 5-gallon bucket and the lid. Okay? We're just going to pretend for right now that you already have that. So here are the things that you need to buy. 20 Mule Team Borax. You're going to need a box of that. You can use pure baking soda, which is what I'm doing on this round. Arm & Hammer makes a detergent booster. Same thing, just replace this with the Arm & Hammer, the detergent booster. You're still good to go. Either one, you don't have to add both. You do need the borax, you do need that. And then you're going to need either the Fels Naphtha soap, which is 1 bar, 1 5-ounce bar, or you're going to need Zote soap. And that's what I use today. Normally I use the Fels Naphtha. Today I just thought, hey, let's break it up. We'll use the other soap, get rid of it, to rotate it out. I don't guess soap ever goes bad, but you know, why not? And basically that's it. Plus your essential oil if you want to change the smell of your soap. You can use the bathtub. You don't have to boil it on a turkey fryer like I did. I only did that because I'm in my shop and my shop doesn't have hot water. When your crock pot has melted all the soap and it's all dissolved, put your borax and your washing soda in your bucket. Pour that gallon in there carefully. Don't burn yourself. Stir it up with a paint stirrer or a wooden spoon. I don't care, whatever you have. Stir it up. Stick it under the spout for the bathtub. Turn on only the hot water and then fill it up. Now I'm going to put this camera back down in this bucket so you can see the headspace between